How's everybody doing tonight? Um, I'm obviously not doing well with this puzzle. We're up to day 5 and I have zero progress. It's like all we did was create this like arm and this bucket. I don't know. They don't even stay together. We're a long way from this looking anything like an excavator. But you know, we're gonna keep going. And eventually it's going to look like something. I can't promise, it's going to complete. I have a couple of fails, so far in this short-lived podcast. I'm just not feeling good about this bucket's fallen off like 5 times already. At this point, I'm not even trying to keep it on. I'm just going to put it back. My plan is I'm just going to put it on at the very end. So, for tonight, and these pieces are so thin. It's written in black. A couple of the boards are black. They're like impossible to read because of that. You'll see. All right, so where did we leave off instruction-wise? We were at piece 84. That doesn't really tell us where we were instruction-wise. We did that. All right. So we were supposed to connect this at the end of last session. But where it was supposed to connect, it doesn't come out. I don't know if it's the wrong piece inside there, but it's like not long enough to connect it. So we're just going to move on with that and hope that we get another shot to correct that later. They actually don't do anything with it. They just connect it here and that's the end of it. It just sits there. I'm sure that it's eventually going to do something else, but for now it just kind of sits there, if you can even get it on, which I can't. Yeah. I mean, it's impossible. This piece doesn't stick out at all. Maybe it's the wrong piece in there. I don't know. And while I was doing that, this piece fell off. That's going to be an issue. I tell you, this reminds me a lot of the ROKR Army field car, which it was the same situation. It kept falling apart while I was building it. These pieces are just too thin. Anyway, let's move on here. So the next pieces we need, it's D25, D3, 4, and 5, and then D25. But D25, okay, D3, 4, and 5 build something, and then D25 is part of connecting that thing that we build to the larger structure. All right, so basically we need D3, D4, and D5. That's where we need to start. So that's going to bring us up to 87 pieces. So D3, 4, and 5. That's a C sheet. All right, the D's are actually in yellow, which makes life much easier. So there's D4, and there's D3, and there's D5. Okay, so here's all my pieces. All our pieces. There's actually 2 D5s, but I guess for the time being we only need 1. So to put this together, Let's say we start holding D5 here. And then D3 goes where? Actually, yeah, they want D3. Okay, so D4 is going to go here because there's 2 slots. So then that means that D3 goes here. Okay. Now, what's the sort of angle here? I think I've already messed up the angle. I think it was supposed to go in the other side. Like, I think I was supposed to hold it like this when I put that in. Yeah, that looks better. So, all right. Just trying to read here. I think this like points like, it's like a 2D instruction booklet with a 3D project. So it's not always easy to read what's going on, but I think this is the way that this piece goes in. Didn't go in. Get it lined up. Get it in there. Okay. So that's kind of what it looks like when it's built. It's like a little A-frame. All right. Now, how does this connect to the largest structure? It needs D25. But D25, I think it's just like a washer. But really, it's like this piece that's already here. That's what it's going to connect to. All right. So D20, that's the E sheet. All right, D19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, D25. Yeah, it's a washer. D25 is just a washer. Okay. So we put the washer on. Oh, okay. Because this is a circle. So let's wax the outside of that washer. That's going to be, it's probably this piece is going to like move, I think. Usually when it's a circle connector, it some moves. So we put the D25 on first, which is only goes on one way. So it's like a rectangle. And then once that's on, then this can go on. But like, from what angle? Is it like this, and then the other one is going to go on the other side? There's the other being the other D16, or was that what it was? A D16? No, it was a D5. Yeah, D5. The other D5 probably goes on the other end with another D25, but it doesn't say that. Okay, it says that like 2 instructions later. Before that, it says to connect these 2 pieces using a D11. So why is this piece not long enough? I'm tempted to pull this whole thing apart and replace that piece because it seems like it would be very helpful if that would work. And by the way, this piece down here, that's going to connect the other end of these things. The 2, they're called F's at this point. So anyway, the piece we need is D11. This is it. This is D11. So much easier to work with the D pieces than the C pieces. I guess the C's are like, what are they? Because they're on that black board, they're just like impossible to see. You know what's the problem with this D11? It's not like... Oh, you know what? I think I have to put it through here first. Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare. Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright, so over here. So then this one goes over here. Sort of for the time being. Did we count that D11? That's a piece 88. And then we're going to do another D25 and the other D5. So that brings us up to 90 pieces. All right, so here's the other D5. And then another D25, which is just a washer. Wax that up. I guess it's more than just a washer. It's actually a converter. From taking this piece from a rectangle to a circle. There's probably a better word for it than converter, but I don't know it off the top of my head. All right, trying to get that circle in. I should probably look at it. Yeah, there we go. Well, circle's in, but this piece popped out. Gonna need that in a second. To do the other side. The D5 on the other side. Alright, let's do this. It's actually like this. Okay, yeah. There's 5 connections to make here. So it's going to take a minute. And I'm not sure what order to make them. Not really. I'm just kind of feeling anything that'll go. This thing popped out. Okay, I guess we got to make that one first or it's going to pop out. Come on. This piece, I think it only goes in at a certain angle. Which makes it tougher to deal with. Alright, let's get this on. Doesn't feel like any of these are going in. Like nothing is working. Wow. Alright. It's in, but these pieces still don't fit. I'm not sure if I should put like toothpicks to make them fit, or let's see if they give us anything that's like a toothpick. I could just break off, like flake off this board and use it as a shim. I'm just going to leave them dangling for now because I know that they'll still be accessible at the end. So when I think of a good idea, then we'll do that. Oh, end caps. B37s. All right. That brings us to 92 pieces, so we need the B board. We need some end caps. That's an A. This looks like a B. B37. Tough to read, right? Very tough. Can we get this any sharper? All right. Is that a 37? Are those B37s? Let's see if they fit. Okay. So these are supposed to go out there, out on this edge here. Let's see if they fit. They're going to kind of lock these pieces in if they go on. Okay, one of them's on. Nope, it fell back off. Come on. These pieces are all falling off. Like while I'm trying to get this one piece on, all these other pieces are falling off. I can't even see like which angle to do this. Alright, I think like this. Because the black piece is just tough to, it's got like nothing reflective. Tough to line up. Alright, one side is in, but I've said that before. So let's see. No applause yet. Yeah, I cannot see what's happening here. It's definitely not going on, I'll tell you that. Who's the genius who decided it should be a rectangle, not a square? Because that's really upping the difficulty of this. Fell out again. One more try. Alright, maybe the close-up camera will help. See if we can get this done. I can't see this piece. Wow, that's a circle. Okay, so it's not a rectangle, it's a circle. But the piece going into it is a rectangle. This makes no sense. And I dropped the piece. There it is. It was on top of a million pieces that looked just like it. But I just slapped the board and I felt the thing hit my hand, and that's how I located it. Alright, so that's on, I guess. I don't know. This thing came off. This piece came off. It went here, I think, yeah. Couldn't see that, but anyway. This piece fell off. I'm putting it back on. If I can. Okay. That's on. What's the next piece? It's some like stack of something. It's like a stack made up of E10, D34. Let me just bring this on the big screen. E10, D34, two D19s, a D18, a D12, and a D9. Wow, that's a lot of crap. All right. E10, D34. Okay, how many pieces is that? A7 up top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 pieces. That'll bring us to 99 pieces. Okay. So the base is E10. There's E10. That's the base. All right, the next piece is D34. So here's the D sheet. D34, this piece. So it's not really that big of a stack. I'm just going to put that in there, and that's the start of it. Should the ink side go up? I think so. That's what the picture looks like. All right. All right. Next is two 19s followed by two D19s followed by two D18s. We're just going to stack them all on top of this. That's it. So which ones go on bottom? The D19s first, and then the D18s. By the way, these pieces are flaking in my hands. So just, it's too thin. This board's too thin. These ROKR DVD size models, the pieces are very thin. I mean, I can't promise that you'll enjoy working with them. Maybe someone's come up with a system for working with these pieces, but to me, they're almost cardboard pieces, and they're not easy to work with at all. They break, they bend, they flake. You can't really see them, you can't really feel them. Maybe you're supposed to work with a magnifying glass and tweezers. I haven't tried that yet. I'm just trying to look at them with my eyes and feel them with my fingers, and it's not really going well. Okay. Almost there. By the way, this is actually 9 pieces, so I'm bumping that to 101 because I had counted those D19s and 18s as 1 each, and really they're like not 2 pieces, they're 4 pieces. So D12 goes next, then D9, and then for some reason the top piece is A7. So we're looking for a D12 and D9. There's D11. There's D13. Oh, is this D12? Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Those circles are D12. But I only need one of them at the moment. I think I only need one. And then I need a D9. Which I think there only is one D9. And then we go to A7. So I don't get what's going on here. Like, one piece is a square, one piece is a circle. Like, what's going on here? So the circle goes on first. And then the square. Not sure the angle here. I want to break it. Okay. Finally. Alright, and then for some reason the top piece is A7. Is this it? Is A7 on here? Yeah, it is. It's another square piece. Wow, it looks big on camera, but let me tell you something. That is a tiny piece. It's like almost nothing, that piece. Look at that. And that's all we're dealing with here. Okay. Okay. Wow. Can't get this on. Did it just break? Or, oh no, it went on. Okay. Now, where does this connect? I'm not really sure. Oh, there's tabs on the outside. Oh, okay. Oh, that's perfect. So, there's little tabs here. And there's little slots there. So, they're just going to line up, I guess. Is there a front and back? I think the circles go visible in the back. There's these little circles on the piece, and they're like in the back, they're visible. I don't know if you can see that. See those little circles there? They go the other side. The circles are only on one side, so you can make the circle side visible. You often hear me say the phrase inside out, so one side has circles, one side is visible, so I assume they want the circles visible. They're little inked circles. Alright, so whatever this crap was, we just did it. Oh, but we lost an important piece in the process. Gotta reconnect that. Okay. That's back on. What next? Alright. 2 more pieces here. E9 and E11. These are actually, well, for this puzzle, they're big pieces. E11 and E9. So, I assume that those are these 2 big pieces here. Yeah, E9. And the other one is, yeah, E11. So they have a lot of, like, cuts in them. The 9 goes on top. So we'll do that one first. But we'll count them both. So that brings us to 103 pieces. Now, where does this go? Because there's a lot of places it could go. And it's only 2 tabs. Alright, I gotta zoom in and look at this again. Alright, so I think it's the I think they're right in the front there. I think it's like those 2 pieces right there. If they fit, then that's them. Yeah, they fit. There's a space underneath. It's kind of weird here. That's no good. That thing just came out. It's about to get locked in. It's a shame that it came out. Wow, why is it coming out? Yeah, it should not come. It should not be coming out. All right, and then the other piece goes like right underneath that. That's the idea, anyway. This thing, of course, fell off again. We'll fix that in a minute. By the end, this is going to fall apart. I can just tell you right now, because I already went through this with the ROKR field car. Each time a piece falls out, it becomes looser. And eventually it becomes like it doesn't stay. So there's these pieces, like which side goes up and which side goes down. Because you would think it goes like this because of the paint. But you actually have to read the dots. So reading the dots, they each have a busy side, and those busy sides should line up. So if your instincts were to put yellow up on one side and down on the other for the inside out rule, your instincts were correct. Because according to the instructions, the two busy sides go together, which makes perfect sense. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. If there was any doubt, the whole piece itself is asymmetric. So actually, there's no other way it could go. Now, can we get these pieces lined up? They don't stick out that far. I got them. They're in. All right. I thought it was in. I guess it wasn't. And now this thing is back out. Wow. Overconfidence. Now I got to redo them. I thought everything was in there nice and snug. Apparently nothing was in. Nothing was in. Nothing was snug. None of it was that nice. All right. I'm going to try again. But this time, I'm going to keep my fingers under those two pieces so that when I push this piece on, that doesn't pop out at the other end. It goes on rather than pushing it. Rather than pushing it out, the new piece gets pushed on rather than the old piece getting pushed out. Okay, I think we're good this time. Although we lost this piece again. Each time we lose it, it gets a little looser. It will fall out again, and eventually it will not work at all. So, as I say, we're going to get to long episodes again soon. We will. But not yet. And in fact, I might even go to another puzzle for a little bit before I get back to this. So, I'm going to say goodnight for tonight. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.